I mean, really. You're kind of weak.
I was programmed to kill your ass, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You hear?
I don't care if she's a girl or a baby or somebody's grandmother. I'll still knock her out.
Free will. Pitiful humans. War, segregation, hatred. Is that what you've done with your free will, boy?
I remember you from yesterday.
I had a feeling that I should have taken care of you right then. The art of swordsmanship is learning how to kill. That is the truth.
I'm destined to destroy you.
That's impossible! How could this be happening?
Mentally, it's impossible to beat. He thinks of every conceivable advantage. I've never seen a power quite like his before. It's radical. The world doesn't work that way. There are times when you have to agree with people, even when you think they're wrong. Or do something, even though you think it's crazy.
What a load of horse piss.
What's that?
Hey, you can make all the excuses you want, but you're the one who decided how to live your life.
Logic is an enemy and truth is a menace.
Yo, what is good, y'all? Your boy is back, man. We're feeling a little better today. Not 100% still, but we're feeling a little better. I gotta see if my soundboard is working because I don't think it is. Let me try and test it real quick. You're back with some more Final Fantasy 12, y'all. I hope y'all are ready, man. Yo, email, what's going on, baby? How you doing today, man? Yeah, I remember you saying you weren't feeling well, right? I understand, man. Like I usually say, everybody got lives, man. I understand when people, you know, got stuff going on. I respect it. I appreciate you for pulling up, though, man. I appreciate you for pulling up and hanging out, as always, you know?
Thank you.
How's the work conference been, brother? All right, so we just pulled up to this spot last night. So how you liking the game so far? Yo, Brian, what's going on, man? It's good. Tonight is going to be lit. Lots of partying and then flying home to Tampa tomorrow. Oh, let's go. What's on the docket for the plans, man? What's the party going to be like? So far, I still kind of feel the same way that I did when I was younger. I'm only a couple hours in, so I feel like I need to let it marinate a little more, you know? I feel like we got to give it to at least like the 10-hour mark. Well, I think we're only at like the 3-hour mark right now. Yeah, you haven't even gotten the other part. Yeah, exactly. I haven't really gotten anybody, so I still need to let the story kind of develop and see, you know, what's really going on in here. But, you know, I was never a fan of the combat when I was younger, so that's something that I'm still not really a fan of. But, you know, many, maybe we'll enjoy it, though, by the end. Award ceremony, then all the IT teams going out with a bang. Oh, let's go. What's gonna be your drink of choice tonight, man? Jack off. What's going on? What's going on, man? It's the best Final Fantasy in many ways, two of them being Fran and Valtier. I definitely don't think it's the best Final Fantasy, but like I'm not here to yuck anybody's yum, you know. If you like something, I'm not here to shit on it, you know. I'm just here to share my opinion if asked. Tito's and Sprite. Oh, let's go. Yo, Xenix, what's going on, man? I feel better than I have the past couple days, but still not 100%. Maybe by like Saturday I'll be good. I don't know. We also might be doing some streams on Saturday. I gotta see, because Ghost of Tsushima is approaching very fast. It is approaching very fast, so we need to get this done before Ghost of Tsushima. Neil, what's going on, man? How you doing? Definitely something going around. Yeah, man, a lot of people are getting sick, man. You can yuck my yum? Yeah, I'll yuck your yum, daddy. Yeah, the 2nd, I think. I think it comes out the 2nd. So we're steadily approaching it. We are steadily approaching the release of Ghost of Yotei. Have you gathered up all the occasionals? Good. You'll be on cleanup duty when the feat's over. Wait here until we're ready for you. No one goes to the upper floor until we give the order. Step out of line and you'll be punished. Chronosis, what's going on, man? I always appreciated the Gambit system in this game. I haven't really got into the Gambit system too much yet. Yo, Ben, welcome back, brother. How you doing, man? We're in the palace now. Especially towards endgame. Gotta iron the suit for tonight. Oh, let's go. What kind of suit? You pulling out the Armani suit, dude? You pulling out the Armani suit, man? Okay. I guess we just continue, right? Wait here until I have further directions for you. What's he doing? Trying to go upstairs? Trying to go upstairs, ain't you? I know. You're hungry. I don't blame you. An empty stomach would make me want to crash the feet, too. No, no use trying to hide it. Look here, I'll help you out. Okay, so press square to call the guard. I'll handle him when he comes, and you make for the upstairs. Get too close, and he's liable to notice you. Let's give her a try.
Over here!
Now's your chance. Get going. What do I gotta run around here? Bro, I'm trying to go around in a circle. Alright, let's go. Yo, bacon, egg, and cheese. I don't know, maybe? I've really only been sick since, like, Monday, maybe? Yeah, I got it in my ass, dude. What was it? Old Delon said, the signet years for Sunstone strength to light the clouded way, but there was more. Oh, yeah. Once in the palace, you'll find the signet tile. Give it to the sun's... Give to it the sun's power, and it will light your path. Looks like I've got a signet to find. Yo, ATX, what's going on? Yo, ATX, look. I don't want to... Like I said earlier, I don't want to yuck anybody's yum. But so far, I feel like this game really can't hold a candle to 10. I'm not trying to be divisive. I'm not trying to yuck anybody's yum or shit on anyone's favorite game. But I feel like it's not even close to 10. Except mine. You got too close to Since Toxin? No, I'm saying that, like, this game is not nearly as good as 10. Is this guy gonna see me? I don't even know what this door is supposed to look like that I'm looking for. I guess, yeah, I guess this is the first puzzle, right? Yes, Corey's. Yes, we are playing on a PS2. We are actually on a PS2. Welcome, man. Welcome, welcome, welcome. That's crazy. What do you mean, man? We on the PS2, baby. We playing on OG hardware, man. That's sick. I miss the old licensed boards sometimes. Yeah, I never seen, Huh? I guess? Yeah, I never played, the later one. I never played the later one, Zodiac Age or whatever. I only played this one back in the day. And I was not really a fan. So can I avoid these guys? Nope, they see me. Imagine streaming games back in the early 2000s. So that's like basically what we're doing, man. We took like a time capsule and we're playing this shit off the OG hardware and streaming it, man. That's why it looks like shit. If you think it looks like shit, it's because it does look like shit. Alright, I don't know where the fuck this thing is. Can't get around those guys. I can't walk through here. There's nothing down here, right? This guy's facing me. Yo, Jimmy, what's going on, man? Get around these guys. Jimmy, thank you for the follow, man.
Thank you.
Don't forget your new shout ability. Yeah, I know, but like, where am I gonna make these guys go? Unless, yo, ATX, thank you for the gifts, baby. My only thought is to maybe.
Hey, Buckethead.
Make these guys go this way.
Xenix_live says the Ferrari 296 GT3 is a versatile car, developed with the needs of gentleman drivers in mind.
Favorite Final Fantasy game? Oh, you have shown the background.
Both those
favorite
who aim
anime
to
of all time.
win.
Yo, Kitty, welcome. We got the best of both worlds here.
And those who relish racing on the track.
I need to start banning certain people using text-to-speech. So on the Purple app, you have text-to-speech as a reward. So the more you watch on the Purple app, the more you can do text-to-speech commands. And there's a couple people on the Purple app who like to write paragraphs. But Kitty, welcome. I would have banned immediately. Like, you would have got banned immediately? Is this the lion? Right? That's what I'm looking for, right? Okay, we got one. The light of the sun flows into the signet. The hidden way is lit. So now I gotta find that shit? Is it down here? How do I get this guy to move? What was it called? Microsoft Halo Chief with soy helicopter. Yes, somebody likes to do that too. Yeah, I was never really able to get into this Final Fantasy either. I played like half of it, and I was kind of like, eh. I know the answer, but I don't want to spoil. No, it's all good. So, if I make this guy run down here, there's no way for me to get around him. But I also don't even know. Does it tell me where it is? It's definitely not that way. Did these guys come back this way? No, they're down there now. So what I can do is shout these guys. No, let me shout the guys over here first.
Hello?
What I should have did was I should have shouted the first set of guys. I've been replaying on the PS2 version of Zodiac on Xbox. Oh, let's go. I beat this as a kid. You're behind the times. Sean, yes, I played this as a kid too. I didn't like it as a kid, but I'm replaying it as an adult on my PS2, my same PS2 as a kid, and I'm seeing if I like it as an adult. Pre-cum soda. Hey, gorgeous. Oh, thanks, man. Welcome. Shama, thank you for the follow, man.
Hey, Buckethead.
Didn't like it as a kid, hates it as an adult. Let's go. I might feel the same way, but only time will tell, you know? So... give me one moment. All right, we're back. My bad. Chama, thank you for the follow. Brian, thank you for the follow. I'm moving to 10 after I finish. Not big on turn-based souls. 10 is one of my personal favorites as well. This is one of my favorite Final Fantasy. The music and story are peak. Humberto, welcome. Final Fantasy X is my favorite. Yeah, that's up there for me as well. So I should have got this guy to move. So what I need to do now is I need to make all of these guys follow me again, I think.
Over here.
Definitely my favorite Final Fantasy, just a great open world. I'm on my 11th playthrough of Final Fantasy X. 11 playthroughs. Oh my god. That's like how much I had as a kid, though, you know?
Hey, Buckethead.
I had a lot as a fucking kid, man. Ben McNeely, thank you for the fucking gifts, brother. Thank you, man. And Janelli Beans, welcome. Welcome, welcome. So now I gotta get that guy to come down. I gotta pull all of them this way, right? Yo, JB, welcome back, brother. How you doing, man? How is everybody today? How is everybody feeling, man? How is everybody feeling?
Over here.
Kind of confused now in the placements. I think I gotta get all of them to go this way. So now I gotta...
Hello?
I'm okay. All right, all right. Being okay is better than being bad, you know? Still got a little bit of a cough, but we gonna make it, man. Oh, you just did this? Oh, you are? You're getting your Magic deck tomorrow? You got the Final Fantasy one? Was this where it was? Oh, no, I think it was this one. Ian, thank you for the follow, man.
Thank you.
Welcome to the squad. Kind of sore, but I'm chilling. Sore.
Hey, yo!
What were you doing, man? Yes, I did. This is the one that I gotta get. Approach the wall. Okay. Oh, you got the Cloud Limit Break one? The Battle Stitch, I'm not sure about. Do you watch the cutscenes? Yeah, I do. The Dragon, what's going on? Oh, no Final Fantasy X-2? I don't know, man. Yo, Kings by Grace, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? A good Final Fantasy? I don't know. Well, that takes care of the secret passage. Now, where's this treasure? Back with the Final Fantasy 12 hit. Yo, Pickle, what's going on, man? How was your stream earlier, brother? I had to jump off after a little while because work got busy and I had like a bunch of meetings. 12 was good. So far I don't agree with you. Replaying it as an adult. Hey, watch, I guess it's not leaving me much choice. Okay, we're in a secret passage now. Suspicious. Let's examine the wall. There's more to this wall than meets the eye. Transformers, more than meets the eye. So there's probably something we gotta press, right, to fucking open it. What keeps popping up? Oh, a switch. Yeah, there we go. Press the switch. Hey, now 12 is good. There are just better ones. Yeah, I guess. It was fine as usual. It'll take time to get noticed, but I enjoyed it and gave me an excuse to talk to myself. Yeah, man, that's how it is, man. That's how it is. You gotta, you just gotta keep getting used to it and get consistent, you know? The lighting is terrible in the Zodiac Age. It doesn't look like this. Yeah, we're playing on the original one, Con. We're on an original PS2 playing the original game. So that's why it looks like shit. It's because it does look like shit. CC Play, what's going on? Welcome.
Oh, quite a performance. Who are you?
I play the leading man. Who else?
I understand why people don't like it. Vaughn was the cameraman for you to see everyone else's story.
I'll take that.
No, you won't. I found it. It's mine.
And then when I take it from you, it'll be mine. Exit stage right.
The gods do not smile on us.
I like it better that way.
I definitely agree. Vaughn was a terrible main. Vaughn is also annoying, but I like Ash and Valtier. My cousin's trying to fiddle a boo-boo in my rear end, and that thing don't want to go up there. Yo, Dino Bites, what's going on, man? You better get that boo-boo up there, dude. I was going to stream early in the morning, and then I got sidetracked by errands. Still did it. Yeah, exactly, man. You just got to get consistent, baby. I'll definitely pull up whenever I can, man. zoomed in on Iraq, bro. They ain't slick with that. Oh yeah, dude. Back in the day, they were very deliberate. Yeah, you got to give the people what they want, man. That's what people came here for, dude. Okay, we can't go that way. Ironing clothes is so much fun. Damn, you still ironing, man? Just let it rock, dude. That is true. The kids want the anime angles. All right, we got another cutscene here.
What's going on?
The Ifrit, eh? That's quite an entrance. Impeccable timing. If I didn't know better, I'd say they were waiting all along. Stop running! End of the line. You have something that belongs to me.
Nostalgia, Magic the Gathering. What's going on, man?
Fran, let's move! Off with you.
Yo, Rift Keeper, what's going on, man? Corey West, welcome back. I did see the trailer for Wolverine.
What's going on, Fran?
I don't know. It's not heating me.
Don't have time for this.
I'm slipping.
Not good.
Will I be playing it? I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it yet. I want to wait until it comes out, see reviews and stuff,
A hammer didn't just drop.
and then
It
kind of make a decision.
disappeared.
Forget it.
Yo, Pi, what's going on?
The Ifrit's playing with fire, and I'd rather not
Isaac, what's going on, baby?
old-fashioned way.
How you feeling,
Not
brother?
many Viera where you come from, thief.
It's Vaughn. Sorry.
Well, Fran is special in that
Oh, the
she
new Forza is
dared
gonna be
to partner
dope.
with a Hume.
Oh? Like a sky pirate that chooses to steal through the sewers.
Pirates? You're sky pirates? So you have an airship?
It's both here. Listen, thief, Vaughn, if you ever want to see your home again, you'll do exactly as I say. Myself, Fran, and you, we're working together now. Understood?
Don't even think you're getting this.
The thought never crossed my mind.
Pretty good, just chilling. I had to go to the store. Oh, word? What'd you get from the store, man? What'd you pick me up, dude? You don't trust Insomniac? I wasn't a fan of the last Spider-Man game. I liked the first one. Spider-Man to me was never like an incredible, groundbreaking game. I just thought they were like fun games. I would never go back and like play any of the Spider-Mans made by Insomniac. They're good games, definitely. I'm not saying they're bad, but like to me, they weren't like, you know, fucking heartbreaking works of staggering genius that like need to be, you know, played for generations to come. I just think they're you know, they're solid, fun games. Yeah, her name is Fran. Mangoes and pineapples. Oh, let's go. Let's save now that we got some of the party members, man. You're playing some Street Fighter? Let's go. I'm still sad we haven't heard anything about the Elder Scrolls 6. Yeah. I just don't know, man. It feels like that shit's never going to come out. And the longer that it takes, I feel like the less I trust it being good, you know? I feel like the less... when something is in development typically for so long, it's not a good sign. Yo, Wayne Baby. Thank you for the follow, man. I said something like this before on like one of my usual rants. When a game is in development hell for a very long time, it's usually a sign that either the game is not very good or I don't really know. Like, typically, when a game is in development hell and it's in being developed for fucking 15 years, that's not something that happens very frequently. And there's usually a lot of, like, complex issues involved that are causing it to be delayed so long. And that just increases the chances of the game not being very good or something being wrong with it. So I just feel like when games are in those long-ass life cycles between consoles, generations, and shit like that, it's just not a good sign of the game, you know, being successful. Yo, Wayne, thank you for all the gifts, man. Thank you, brother. I prefer the Arkham games to the Spider-Man games. Oh, definitely. I agree. Joe, I agree. Surfing. I've always wanted to play Final Fantasy, but there's so many. I don't know if I just start with the beginning. Surfing. I would recommend, if you're going to start with Final Fantasies, I would start with, like, 4... I'll give you my top 5 Final Fantasies. 7, 9, 10, 4, and 6. I don't think you can go wrong with any of those. But the original 7, not the new one. Between Fallout and Elder Scrolls, I'm going to croak before they come out. Oh, definitely, yeah. It's really bad or it's Elden Ring. Yeah, Jarvis, I agree. It's either going to be really good or it's going to be terrible. It is in Kingdom Hearts. They always take forever. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3 was terrible. I mean, they were developing GTA 6 for who knows how long. Yeah, Wayne, thank you for the gift, man. I appreciate you for all the roses. Give us a new gift goal. I don't even know how to set that stuff. I think that's just TikTok doing it. It is definitely intimidating. There are a lot of Final Fantasies. But I would say you can't go wrong starting with any one of those. 7, 9, 10, 4, and 6 are all great. 5 is great. It really depends. Like, if you're kind of like a modern gamer or like an older gamer, you might appreciate some of the older games a little more. Yo, Taco Sam, what's going on, baby? Sorry, I just noticed you pulled up. When did they even start active development on it? I have no idea. Take a look at Final Fantasy 15. Best game to come out with product placement everywhere. Nissan Cup Ramen. Yeah, exactly, dude. I don't know. I don't know when it came out. I only played Final Fantasy 15. Really? No, there's no connected story. There's no connected story. None of the Final Fantasies are connected unless it's like a Final Fantasy 10-2 is connected to 10-1. Final Fantasy 13, like 1 and 2, and I think there's a third one from what I remember. Those are all connected. Only certain Final Fantasy games have other ones that are connected to it, and it usually shares the name of the Final Fantasy that it's connected to. Isaac, no, you didn't really miss anything. Listen carefully. I don't care to repeat myself. For each gambit, you can combine one action with a target from that action. Tay, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Example, you can arrange that Cure be cast on all ally whose HP falls below 50%. Useful. And of course, one error of judgment and you will find yourself throwing punches at that same ally. If you've a good head on your shoulders, it should come easily enough. I fear a more detailed explanation is in order. This is the Gambit screen. You can reach it from the party menu. To create a Gambit, you only need to select an action and a target for that action. Here, let me show you. I'll start by changing the action of one of my Gambits. Now, whenever an ally gets hurt, I'll toss a potion his way. Charming, eh? Of course, that's a sure way to go through our stock of potions, so let's adjust the target to make sure things don't get out of hand. Ally HP below 70%. Okay. Now, I'll only ever use potions when an ally's HP drops below 70%. That should be a little more bearable. Nothing to it, really. You can set a Gambit's action to be more or less any ability you have at your disposal. Targets aren't so simple. You have to pick up new ones from Gambit shops. A list of all available targets. Okay. But this isn't all. You can also prioritize your Gambits. Allow me. The Gambit in the first slot always takes priority. As it stands now, even if any ally's HP starts to fall, should there be foes near, I'll only attack, for which I could rightly be criticized. In general, it's better to prioritize healing before attacking. Vitality before violence, if you'd like. Oh, and another thing, you can turn Gambits off and on here from the Gambit screen, as well as from the battle menu. Of course, Gambits won't do you much good if they're turned off. Still, discretion is often the best part of Valor. If you need to beat a hasty retreat, try turning Gambits off first. It's hard to fall back when your allies insist on picking a fight. Okay. Well, that's the long and short of it. I'll set my Gambits as they were before we started. Feel free to change them later if you'd like. We're like to come across new actions and targets, so don't be afraid to experiment with new Gambits combinations. But don't put all your faith in any one combination. With each passing day, the world finds new and exciting ways to kill a man. Be flexible if you find yourself up against beasts that don't take well to fire. Create a Gambit to cast fire on nearby foes. Likewise, should we face a creature that uses poison, a Gambit to cast Poisona on poison allies just might come in handy. A bit much to take in. Don't let it worry you. You're in good company. Yes, these sewers are thick with the bones of others who had similar difficulties. Okay. Let's be off then, shall we? Do you prefer them not being connected, or would you prefer it being connected so it all flows well? I think I like them as kind of like an anthology series and kind of being their own standalone games where they can kind of like differentiate themselves from one another. That's what I kind of liked about Final Fantasies, but then post 10 is when I started to kind of feel like Final Fantasy diminished a little bit in like overall quality. I don't know why my camera zoomed in. I remember when all Final Fantasy games were connected, and then I grew up and realized it just had similarity, no connection. Yeah. They don't have any connection. Are any of the Final Fantasy games in the same world? I never beat one. I don't remember enough to ones I played. I think, what is it, 11 or 14 and 12 are connected? Some of the worlds are connected, but I don't remember. Nevada Strife, what's going on? Welcome. And Choppa Dukes, thank you for the follow, man. Yes, we got some Yu Hakusho playing in the background, man. We always got some anime playing back there. Yo, Mr. Pickle, welcome back, man. Mostly 7 and 10 series. I don't know about any others. Pretty much any Final Fantasy with the same number in it. I'm here lurking. Got to figure out some work stuff. Sound is on, so I'm listening. Taco Sam, thank you, brother. I appreciate you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, we always got some anime on there in the back. So the Gambit system, I like this dude's setup, but I liked the 70%. So he was saying that this is first priority. So, and then what is this guy's Gambit? Great setup. Gambit was ahead of its time.
Bacon, egg and cheese says peanut butter and jelly on toasted wheat bread soaked in water. Melted pralines and creme ice cream served over a bed of fluffy fried rice.
Oh yes, I forgot that Vagrant story was connected. Yo, that was a good one. Trigler, what's going on? Rocky, love it. Remember when you first started streaming, bro? I first started streaming a very long time ago. But welcome, brother. I do remember, but it was a very long time ago. Turn Van Gambits on. Do I not have his Gambits on? Okay, I don't know what another good Gambit is. Turn Van Gambits on. Trigler, how do you, when did I first start streaming? I do remember one of the first games I streamed. Do you? Yo, Jervis, what's going on, man? How you doing, bruh? How you doing, bruh? I don't know what another good Gambit is. Cure, maybe? Maybe I'll throw one on her, too. Can I add more? Right? Me too, Harry Potter PS2. I don't think I've ever played that. My first game that I remember streaming a very long time ago, the first game I ever went live with was, I believe, Mega Man X. I think that was the first game I ever played on stream. Nearest visible instead of leader's target. Yeah, I have to get used to this, nearest visible. Let me move this. Nearest visible. Okay. Is this Final Fantasy VI? Juan, no, this is Final Fantasy 12. Welcome. Alright. Fallen soldiers.
Insurgents. Most like they thought to take advantage of a lax watch at the palace while the fate's on. To feed the good consul a length of steel.
Still keep Blue as priority.
I should think Vane used to such hospitality. Clever. He used himself as the bait to draw them near, and then sent in the air brigade. A fine bloody banquet. I dare say I've soiled my cuffs. If a dungeon
J. Chris, is that you in here? I see you in here lurking, man. Welcome.
Change of wardrobe.
You said prioritize the blue? Lurking? I feel that, I feel that. Do your thing, baby. Do your thing, man. But yeah, man, I'm hoping we can beat this game by the time Ghost of Tsushima comes out. We got some rats here. Let's go. The fuck out of here. All right. Potion. Can't go down the steps here. So we gotta go through the water. That's where we came in. What the fuck is this thing over here? Yeah, there's no real turn-based combat. This was the first Final Fantasy that I can remember that didn't have turn-based combat. It's like an action-based system. It's kind of like a pseudo turn-based. It's like turn-based, but like you're moving around. But it also kind of gives you like, because it's kind of turn-based because it's like ATV, you still gotta wait for your turn, but like you're mobile. But I don't know. I'm not the biggest fan of this combat system. But that's just me. A lot of people like it. But for me, like I'm not a huge fan. Oh, we got a lot of dudes down here, man. Got a lot of dudes down here. Once you get longer weapons, it's easier. I have a camera in your room. I know. And I know it's girthy. Yo, 35%. Welcome, man. Yo, thank you for the compliment, man. I'll do some nasty things for you on camera later, man. You'll see. You'll see, man. What loot? Did I miss the loot? Oh shit, I did. Yeah, we're gonna eat balut on camera. Let's get his ass. We got two of these motherfuckers here, dude. So like, the thing about this combat, I kind of like turned my brain off, kind of. And I feel like there's probably a way to like get like really insane gambit setups late in the game where like you're just not even really battling. You're just kind of like standing there and like managing. I don't know which way to... I guess we'll go down here, right? I see a fucking guy over here. It's a little fucking rat boy. Come here, bitch. Oh, don't you fucking run, dude. All they want to do is run, dude. Alright, we got some guys over here. What the fuck is this thing? Giant toad. Is this guy gonna fucking smoke me or what? Oh, no. This guy's soft, man. Where did that rat go? Yo, this rat really ran all the way back, dude. Fucking get him! So what is all of these like items I've been picking up do? You can sell them or use them. But like, what is the use for? Like, what do you do with it? Licensing? Oh. we got a lot of guys down here, bro. This can get kind of crazy, I think, right? Yo, this guy's fucking me up, dude. Oh man, I'm in trouble. Oh, I'm dead. Bro, there are just so many fucking guys in this one fucking spot over here. Fucking shit, bro. We gotta heal. She don't got enough. She was doing healing the whole time, dude. Huh? All right. Huh. The more you sell, the more opens up in the bazaar shop. Rest of the only usable items affect status effects. I hated the sewer. Yo, Rescue 553, what's going on, man? Yo, Trillaflops, what's going on, baby? Yo, that's a great fucking strat, man. Yo, Trillaflops, where you been, dude? I may have played this game. It's looking a bit familiar. Yeah, it came out like 20 years ago, J. Chris. That user, what's going on, man? Baloney? What was in it, man? You got baloney in there? How do I make a new leader? That Gamer Dad, what's going on, man? This game can be simple or incredibly complex. Oh, shit. By party menu? Oh, okay. I guess we'll make him the leader again, right? Depends on how much content you want to explore. Yeah, I'd imagine it can get super complex, but at the same time, I feel like once you're kind of like super late game and you've done a bunch of stuff, and you have all your gambits set up, you could just kind of just sit there and then just manage the fight through the menus instead of actually really doing anything. Just busy with life. Might need to look for a new job. Layoffs. Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, man. Yeah, man, I understand the life stuff. That's, you know. Adulting is the worst part, you know? Adulting is the worst part. Two of the Espers and two straight-up super bosses. Okay. Still don't really know what the fuck I'm supposed to be doing in this sewer. I'm just kind of roaming around. I don't know if that's what you need to do. You need to get from like point A to point B or something. Maybe. No worries, I work for a giant corporation. Happens third time in 12 years. Damn. If you do chambers right, you can just manage. Yeah, that's what it seems like. Waiting to find out. It's why it's almost better to just start doing some shit, and then you could just dead it if need be, you know. If you just go Balthier and friend going until a story trigger happens. Yeah, we just got them not too long ago. Not too long ago. I guess this is the story trigger. Oh shit.
Who would be next?
Close ranks, bring her down.
Jump down! Hurry!
What is he gonna catch her, dude? All right.
She's not alone.
Our ranks grow by the hour.
And our troubles with them.
Yes, Jakers, we're playing off of PS2. We are on original hardware. So I've been burying myself in games, Silk Song, and yeah, that's all you could do at some points, you know. KOTO, yeah, man, he's aura farming, dude. It's not really working, man. Yo, smoke this bitch. Alright, they're dead. Yeah, he isn't auto-attacking, yeah. I noticed that.
You alright?
Thank you.
I'm Vaughn. And this is Balthier, and hey! What's your name?
Amalia.
Amalia, huh? Nice to meet you.
There were others with me. I'm sorry. No.
Huh?
Oh, now isn't that impressive?
Don't get any ideas. I said it's mine.
I'm afraid the jury's still out on that one.
You stole that?
Yeah.
Have you finished? When the guards don't report in, they'll come looking for us.
If they aren't already.
You should come with us. Better than being by yourself.
Very well.
What's wrong with her?
You have a lot to learn before we even get started on your thievery.
What's that mean?
All right. Yeah, let me change the gambit then, right? Nearest visible, and then that's how he auto attacks, right? Let's save one more time before some crazy shit happens. Knowing Final Fantasy games, sometimes that's how they get you. You save, then you fight a battle, and you're still right near the save point, and then you don't save again, and then you fight an even crazier battle right after. Van out here running for history's most clueless main party cast. Oh, yeah, dude. I definitely don't like the main character in this game already. And I didn't like him when I was younger either. So some of my thoughts are still the same so far. Some of the thoughts that I had about this game when I was younger are still prevailing, it seems. It's because he isn't the main character. Yeah, this guy Balthier said that he is.
The situation requires I accept such help as I find, though it be from thieves. I shall accompany you until we find my companions, no longer.
Let's think of her as a guest, then. Unlike Fran or myself, our guest probably won't be taking orders from anyone anytime soon, and she'll leave when she pleases. So we keep to our affairs and she to hers. I doubt we'll find her wanting in valor, being such an upstanding member of the insurgents.
Resistance. Well, what are we waiting for?
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what would happen, Pickled. So, Final Fantasy liked to do... Because Tidus isn't even really the main character of 10. He kind of is, but the main character is almost Yuna. And Tidus is just the vehicle in which they use to tell the story. To tell her story. But then you could also make the argument that Jack is actually the main character. And... Auron and Yuna and Tidus are all kind of the vessels for which the story is told. His story is told. Yeah, Tidus is basically the narrator of Yuna's story, yeah. So Final Fantasy X was the one to kind of start that, and then it seems like this kind of kept the tradition. The story of 10 literally revolves around Tidus. It does, but that's primarily because he's used as a vessel. Yuna is technically the main character. Yuna is the main character of Final Fantasy X, I believe. The cycle of spirits is solely dependent upon the summoner. Its welfare system reality. Yeah, 100%. It's Tidus is telling Yuna's story. He is there to tell her story through like a third-party perspective, and it just so happens that certain aspects of her story happen to kind of coincide with his. Everyone is wrong. Everyone knows that Rin is the main... Yeah, Rin is actually the main character, dude. It's Rin. I think you could look at it in a bunch of different perspectives. I think you could look at it being Yuna's story. I think you could look at it being Tidus' story. And then you could also even look at it being Jack's story. Because his disappearance and him kind of sacrificing himself to become Sin kind of is the catalyst for the entire story. Also, even like Braska. But then you could also probably make the argument that it's really the story and history of like Yu Yevon and Spira itself. There's a lot of different interpretations. In reality, Yuna is just schizophrenic and none of them are real. She soloed every enemy. Imagine. Is this your first time play? This is my first time in 20 years, so kind of, yes. Jason, well, welcome. Yeah, 2 is her independent story. But she is also the main character of the first one, and that's kind of why the second one is also revolving around her, because it's a continuation of her story, you know? Her story is the first one, and then the second one is the continuation of her story after the events of the first game. That's why Tidus isn't even really in the game in the second one, unless you get that secret ending, right? I think that random villager girl number 7 from Kilika is the main character of Final Fantasy. Yeah, you might be right about that, right? It's actually Wakka. Wakka is the main character. So, there's probably going to be a big fight here. That's just my thought. Yeah, I don't think I got the secret ending for 10-2 either. Okay. Should I be hitting these guys with something else? Let me hit this one. Let's smoke these guys real quick. Come on, let's get rid of this fuck. Let's get rid of these little fucks first. In reality, though, I don't think 10-2 is a really good game at all. In my opinion, I don't think it's a great game. I think it's very flawed when you look at like some of the writing and the way that they portray characters later in the game. I wasn't a fan of 10-2. It's on the worst list. Yeah, I think it is as well. Postman, sorry chick, if that protecting her ruined my shit. What? The fight isn't that big? Yeah, if it's just these guys, then yeah, it was not. It was not that big. Titus is the functional protagonist, Yuna's dramatic protagonist. Yeah, I think everyone has their own interpretation of the game. And you could make the argument that all of them have their own like antagonists in certain aspects of the story. But I think inherently the story is of Yuna. The summoner is like the main point of the story. The story is dependent upon the summoner. If Yuna was not there, there wouldn't really be a story, you know? If there wasn't a summoner to, you know, drive the story. Which is a good writing tactic because you're having Titus as the present main character and the role that he plays within the story is a really good writing tactic because it allows you to, and especially the fact that he gets like fucking thrown into Spira and gets hit with Sin's toxin and doesn't really have any idea what the fuck is going on. The amnesiac protagonist allows you to kind of tell the story and the story of the other characters and how they're dependent upon, like how their personal stories are dependent upon like the progression of the game through the eyes of that character because he's like an amnesiac main character. No Yuna means all Blitzball all day. Yeah, that's everybody's favorite, right? That's everybody's favorite, right, Jim? Whereas the efforts to have Van be a similarly underinformed viewpoint character mostly fails. Yes, the reason that fails, though, is because he is already a living character within this world that has spent, like, kind of the majority of his life in this world. The reason why it worked in 10 is because he's from a different world. And he doesn't have any idea. Raijin, welcome, man. And yes, feel free to pull up to the dark side, man. But yeah, it definitely seems to fail in this game in a way because the character is very young and naive and inexperienced, but at the same time, I get why they couldn't do the same kind of device, because there was too many Final Fantasies with like amnesiac characters in a way. Final Fantasy VII amnesiac kind of characters. Yo, Tavini, welcome back, baby. I didn't know that was you on the Purple app, man. Tavini, how you doing? I didn't know that was you. There was a lot of amnesiac characters and then they had more clever ways to tell stories. Like even in 9, they used Garnet as a device to kind of explain the world because she was a very sheltered like princess that never left the castle and all this stuff, so didn't have much life experience. That's how they kind of painted her up. So she was a good character to use that same like literary technique on to explain the story in the world because she was like a sheltered princess that doesn't know anything. Van fails as viewpoint character because he doesn't get well integrated into the drama, whereas Titus is instrumental to the drama. Yes, that's the other thing as well with Garnet. Whereas Garnet is kind of like Titus, where she's instrumental to the story. And while she's not like an amnesiac, she, because of her sheltered upbringing where she was basically in prison in a castle, she doesn't know about the outside world and a lot of the shit going on. So it's an easy way to kind of tell the story and use as like a literary technique of explaining the world and shit. We'll slowly change everything to Raijin. We play more fun. Yes, so we started Final Fantasy 12 not too long ago. Auron was awesome. Yeah, Auron's great. Final Fantasy 13 is so underrated. One of my favorites. Yo, Abby, what's going on? Welcome. Besaid is in sin, by the way. Yo, Khalid, I feel like you're just saying things. I feel like you're just saying stuff, man. Okay, I'm going the wrong way. I gotta go this way. Van is part of the drama. He was an orphan of war. That's what the comment section's for. Yeah, you're not wrong. Yeah. I won't have Final Fantasy X misinformation on my watch. Yo, ATX, so who's the main character of 10? Ron, what's going on? I remember playing this game multiple times, but never getting past a certain point, looking forward to seeing how it's done. Yeah, I played this when I was younger, and I was not a fan. I played it when it first came out, like 20 years ago, and I was like, yeah, this game ain't it. So I'm hoping I feel differently as an adult, now that I'm replaying it through a different lens, you know? I'm not a teenager anymore. I am an adult. So, maybe I feel differently now that I've matured, you know? Dayman Tunes, thank you for the follow, man. Main character is Buck on Final Fantasy X. Yeah, man, I'm actually the main character. Does get harder, the optional bosses. I was thinking to replay this game also. Yeah, it's been a long time since I played it, so I was like, you know, since it's been so long, I might as well give it another try as an adult and see if maybe I feel, you know, differently about it. Maybe, maybe, you know, maybe my opinion has changed. Maybe, I appreciate this game as an adult when I didn't appreciate it as a teenager. So far, I think I'm a little more, even though I'm kind of in the same boat in certain aspects, I think I'm a little more, I'm less bothered by it than I was when I was younger. I'm less bothered by the differences in the game than when I was younger. The one end of the game, after like mission 3, the player becomes Ryu and Ninja Gaiden possible. As an adult. Yeah, I'm an adult, man. I just became an adult. What are you talking about, man? I'm a grown man. Yo, ATX, I'm a grown man, man. I'm not 22. I wish I was 22. You kidding me? And about a decade onto that. Yeah, at about a decade onto that. I'm not 40. No, I'm not 40. I'm I'm just trying to keep you young. I'm young at heart, man, you know? That's all that matters. I'm young at heart. But I was... When this game came out 20 years ago, I was like... Would this come out in 2006? I was in high school. I was in high school when this game came out. I played all Final Fantasy X. Wish they would have never changed from turn-based. I agree, Abby. I agree. I wish they were all still turn-based. I'm definitely not a fan of this combat system. That's one thing. Like, I definitely I'm not as bothered as I was when I was younger, but I'm not a fan of it. I remember my mom watching me fire up Final Fantasy 13 in high school. Yeah, I remember playing it in high school, and I was like, man, why is this game not as good as all of the other Final Fantasies that I've played? And then I was just kind of angry at it, and I was like, man, fuck this game. And then I got like halfway through it, and I was like, man, I can't do this anymore. I really don't like this shit. And then I stopped playing it. So I never beat this game. So maybe as an adult, I'll beat it. Maybe I'll like it more. Did they stop? Yes, they're no longer turn-based. They kind of stopped being turn-based after this game. This game is like pseudo-turn-based in a way. But it stopped being turn-based in like any regard after this. They could have succeeded. Yeah, I think if they were a little bit more creative with the battle system, they could have succeeded, but what Final Fantasy is now, the combat system is literally just Devil May Cry. Like, the game turned into Devil May Cry, where you're just kind of standing there, and you only control one character, and you just kind of button mash until, like, a stagger bar fills, and then when the stagger bar fills, you wind up doing, like, more damage and shit. I have a theory. I have a very strong theory that I may sound like a conspiracy theorist, but I have a theory that when Square Enix decided to buy Square, it's not even Devil May Cry, it's watered down Devil May Cry. Yeah, it's right. It's right. That's why everyone hates it at this point. Yeah, it's the turning point. But my conspiracy theory is when Enix bought Square, they were so upset that they were losing to Final Fantasy for so long that they purposely sabotaged the series and kept Dragon Quest as turn-based and promoted Dragon Quest as like the de facto turn-based JRPG in order to spite the Final Fantasy franchise. But that also kind of makes me sound like a fucking idiot. But it's just a theory that I have, that they suffered L after L after L, and Squaresoft was getting such recognition for so long. Because, you know, Squaresoft had an insane 10-year run. Their 10-year run, literally every game that they dropped was, like, incredible. Every game. That basically, like, culminated with Final Fantasy X being one of the last ones. Squaresoft never missed in that 10-year run. And I think when Enix bought them, they were like, fuck these motherfuckers. Fuck Final Fantasy. Now Dragon Quest is going to become the de facto JRPG. And we're going to sabotage the Final Fantasy series out of spite. Hey, chat, fun food fact. Fried chicken and fried eggs are the same thing, but different ages. Man. Welcome, man. Neververine memes. That's a Morrowind shout out. That's my favorite game. This was a standalone game that had just slapped the Final Fantasy name on it. That's a hell of a theory. Weren't they dropping one every year then? Robert, it's going well, man. It's going well. Welcome. I'm not sure, but that's my theory. my game theory is that Square Enix sabotaged the Final Fantasy franchise purposely to make Dragon Quest the de facto JRPG turn-based experience because they took so many L's from Squaresoft that they did it out of spite. Dragon Quest 8 is one of the greatest to ever do it, though. Yeah, Dragon Quest 8 is fantastic. I love Final Fantasy 12 because I love tactics. The company who owned Deep Silver sabotaged Saints Row, and an ex-dev even confirmed it, so you might not be too far off. Neverreen, thank you for the gift, brother. Look, I don't think it's above any company to try and sabotage its products, especially when it's a major franchise that is not going to go anywhere, because the only thing that happened to it, Final Fantasy is still around. It is still a living franchise. The only thing that changed is it no longer has the same status and regard, but all of the games still sell. They come out and people still buy them. They went from having like a very strong, resounding fan base, and were kind of like the standard for the video game industry in terms of JRPGs, to now like they're not really viewed in that way, but people still love them. So they're not going anywhere. You're losing only a little bit of money, but like you're not beholden to anyone or anything anymore. Meow Meow, welcome back, man. There are internal groups within that want to spotlight, so it's not the craziest theory. Yeah, that's the other thing. And that's why I personally feel like Square Enix sabotaged Final Fantasy franchise, because they probably felt like Dragon Quest and some of their other properties were being outshined by Squaresoft. So they were like, you know what? Let's fucking kind of throw this series under the bus a little bit and then play up Dragon Quest to either like balance it out or make Dragon Quest like the de facto turn-based JRPG. Because Square Enix still makes like random turn-based JRPGs and like other franchises that are in Final Fantasy that are good. But for some reason they were like turn-based combat and no longer a part of Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy can no longer be associated with turn-based. Nomura has done the most harm, to be quite honest. Someone needs to rein him in. I think that's why this guy was so integral. I can't remember his name. Before he got fired for Spirits Within, he was the one that was kind of reining in all of these like geniuses. But now there's nobody to really rein them in. You can tell that shit went south when Uematsu has like a podcast and he's just the sound designer or whatever, the musician for all the games. And he's like, man, everything fucking sucked. And we died basically once this guy got fired. Once he got clipped, it was over for Final Fantasy. Sakaguchi, yes. Once Sakaguchi got clipped, they were kind of like, yeah, it's over for this fucking franchise. And I think that was the major turning point. And that was basically what Uematsu said recently, was like, yeah, he basically confirmed it. And he was just like a part of like the fucking coalition of people that were all involved. He was just one piece of the puzzle. And he was even like, yeah, man, that shit was cooked when you were gone. We need the new Final Fantasy MMO. I spent $6,000. Oh my god. Yeah, I did not put that much time into them. Have you played Like a Dragon? Yes, I love those. I love those. Those are some of my favorite modern JRPGs, is the Like a Dragon games. I love those games. I'm pretty sure they were just tweaking old Final Fantasy music to the newer games, someone mentioned. But yeah, I would not be surprised. Yo, Jake, thank you for the follow. I would not be surprised if Square Enix sabotaged the Final Fantasy brand purposely. That was my point to begin with. What the fuck is this thing? After 12, they really went downhill. I personally, my take is at after 10. I think 10 already had some sprinklings of like, yo, the end is coming, because the game got super linear and there were aspects of it that weren't really great. I still love the game, but I think after 10, there was like a scent in the air, like, yo, shit's might be changing up a little bit. And then 12 for me was when I was like, damn, this is where, that was the feeling I got when I played this game for the first time 20 years ago. I was like, this is the end of the series. I'm hoping I feel differently now as an adult and I'm replaying it, but that was my initial thoughts 20 years ago. Yeah, X for sure. Blitzball's still goated though. As Donkey said, I'm a stallion. I agree. I did enjoy 12, but after 12 it really hit. After 10-2 it went downhill till 14, which is their most. Yeah, 10-2 was actually. Yeah, that shit was garbage. So does one of these guys have like fucking black magic? Why can I only control 3 of them? Why can't I control this other girl? Yo, WCD, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the squad. Yeah, 10-2 was should have never happened. But I definitely do feel like 10 was the beginning of the end. 10 was like, this game is still fantastic. It's a swan song to the series. And then 12 solidified it for me, where I was like, yeah, this shit is dead. This shit is fucking dead. I couldn't even finish this game initially when I played it 20 years ago. I was like, man, this game sucks. I don't like this shit. But I'm hoping as an adult I feel differently. Yo, she's getting cooked. Oh, she got fucking cooked. Yo, leave me alone. Don't come after me. Poison. Just started Bravely Default 2. It feels old school in all the right ways. Yeah, I've never played Bravely Default 2. I might have to give some of the Bravely Default games a try. I think I played the first one, but I don't really recollect well enough to remember if it was good or not, if I liked it or not. I still have my perfect save file 100% complete. In this game, not a welcome. Yo, TGI Freddy, what's going on, baby? How you doing, man? How you doing, brother? Oh, he might kill me. Oh, he's almost dead. He's almost dead. Come on. Bravely Default is good. It sucks it's exclusive to Nintendo, though. Yo! Neravarine, thank you for the gifts, man. T-Series, what's going on? I hope this version will have a follow-up Final Fantasy 11-2. Maybe one day.
Now's not the time.
Yeah, I'm still not a fan of the combat, though, but I feel like I'm getting the hang of it. Oh, man.
I hope they get what's coming. Whatever they get. Is that what the commotion last night was about?
They think me some common thief.
Better than a common assassin.
These people have done nothing. Release them.
What are you doing?
Don't interrupt me. I'm thinking. Wait!
Where'd
He didn't know what he was doing. You have to let him go. You have to.
Penelo! Sorry. That dinner will have to wait.
I told you.
That's enough!
Leave him alone!
Hold on to this for me, would you? Just until I bring Vaughn back.
On your feet, you, over here.
All right.
Final Fantasy 12 too. I think 12 is the best.
Here, my brother. What does that philanderer think he's doing? I was
I'm sure once you get more games, you'll like it. 12 combat is still better than anything that came after it. Yeah, I agree with you actually. So that's why I find this. That's why I still find this game a little bit more digestible than some of the other ones, the more modern ones, because this still is kind of like pseudo turn-based. So I still kind of like this more than like 16. 16 was dog shit. Yuna got it last night, but Riku is next on the Yo, user 424-388-151-6160. Welcome back, man. You're here to spread more,
You always said how they smelled nice and how pretty they were. Remember?
I posted that clip to the YouTube, man.
The king.
And people seem to agree with you, strangely enough, man.
Were you really a part of it?
Yo, Alucard, what's going on, man?
Even if you were, Captain Bosch must have tricked you into it.
Yes, Yu Hakusho is incredible, man. Alucard, thank you for the follow, man. We always got some anime playing in the background, man. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. I hope you're all having a lovely day so far, man. Just sub to the YouTube. Oh, thank you, man. Neververine, thank you, man. Neververine, sorry. Also, that is one of my favorite games of all time, if not my favorite, Morrowind. I appreciate you, man. Thank you for the sub, brother. I mostly post just my clips on there. Occasionally I'll do, well, I do my clips and my stream VODs on the YouTube. Sometimes I'll make original standalone videos, but I don't find enough time to really make standalone videos with like streaming and work and all that stuff. It's kind of hard to find time. Usually the YouTube is just for like random podcast episodes, because we also do a podcast. Twitch, TikTok clips, and the VODs from the Purple app. That's mostly what we got going on over there. We were doing some live streams there, but it's hard to do 3 at once to do.
Where are we?
YouTube, TikTok, and
Prison,
the Purple app.
where else? More a dungeon, but it's really all the same.
But yes, in case anyone is curious, we are playing this on the original hardware. We are playing the original game off of the PS2.
Relax. It's just a corpse. Jump at every little thing down here and you'll wear yourself out.
This game is underrated, actually. I can enjoy playing the game.
Dungeon.
Mad
They
Marine,
just
what's
seal
going
off
on,
the
man?
bottom level of the fortress.
Andres,
Take
we
a
are
look
on the
around.
original.
We're
We
not
are
the
on
first
the
they've
original
thrown
on a
down here.
PS2. You feeling better
Where's
today?
Frank?
I'm about like
She's not trying to
65%
find
better.
us a way out.
I think by Saturday I'll feel like 100%.
Remember what curiosity killed? Just a friendly word of advice. This is all the water we've got. I'd save your strength if I were you.
I mean, Zodiac was the international release on the PS2. Yeah, I'm playing the original American, I think. Tyler Swinson, what's going on, man? The best Final Fantasy story and bosses? I don't know. I wasn't a fan of this game when I was a kid. I'm hoping I feel differently as an adult. I don't know how my camera zoomed. I can't believe ATX thought that I was 22 years old, man. I can't believe it. ATX, man, if you're still here, can't believe you, man. Okay, Empire's faded to fall. Had a familiar look to him. I saw him somewhere. Might be a wanted man. In fact, I think that is. He were a bandit. No, a sky pirate he was. Seemed to remember a hefty sum on his head. 30s? Yes, I am in my 30s, yes. Could never finish this game on my PS2. Would always freeze before Final Dungeon. Yeah, I never beat this game on my PS2. I just kind of like stopped. I wasn't really a fan of it when I was younger. I was not a fan when I was younger. But I'm hoping I enjoy it now as an adult, you know? Because I definitely hate the new Final Fantasy. And I feel like this was a new a Final Fantasy, the first Final Fantasy where I was like, damn, I don't like this game. Because all the other Final Fantasies I played, I liked. Even though I had some qualms with 8, I still liked it. But this was the first one for me when I was in high school. I was like, yo, I don't fuck with this game. And then now, like, I played 16, and I'm like, damn, I fucking hate this game. So I'm hoping, going back here and playing it again as an adult, I might appreciate it a little more. Had to finish it on PS3. I missed the old job board. I'm playing Final Fantasy 12 on Switch OLED, and honestly, the Zodiac job system is okay. So I haven't been adding any licenses. That's another issue. I should have added more licenses, right? 100% agree with everything you just said. Yo, not your business. What's going on, man? Yeah, look, I'm just sharing my opinion. I know a lot of people love this game. I know a lot of people love the new Final Fantasies. I'm not here to shit on what anyone likes. But personally, this was one of the first Final Fantasies where I'm like, yo, I don't like this game at all. But I definitely don't like the new Final Fantasies more than this one. So I'm hoping that now that I come back and play this again, I might be like, you know what, this game isn't that bad, especially in comparison to the new ones. After playing a 16, I think one could find appreciation for yes, and that's what I think may happen. That's what I think may happen. Yeah, Buck is actually 40 years old. Trust, dude. It's approaching, man. Steadily approaching, man. I'm unk on here, man. A lot of you guys are young bucks out here, man, you know? I'm unk out here, dude. Most underrated Final Fantasy? Devious Minds, welcome, man. I can never play Final Fantasy turn-based, but now they took it out. Yeah, I'm not a Tonio. I'm not a huge fan of the new Final Fantasies. I was the same, and it's better coming back. Is this the revamp? No, this is the original. We are playing on a PS2. This is my original childhood PS2 and controller that we're playing on. I'm playing my first one. And Final Fantasy VII is great, man. The original is great. Yo, Kami Braga, what's going on, man? Shout out to Brazil, baby. We are still pretty early. We're in a prison right now. 37 to 23, and I feel that being Unc level. Yeah, man, I'm in my 30s. I bet I got you in the gray beard department. Bro, I got a lot of gray in here. I got a lot of grays on the side. You just can't see it from the camera. But I got a lot of grays, man. I'm not a fan of the old ones. If Persona is doing so well as turn-based, there's no good reason for Final Fantasy. Yeah, 100%. Dayman, 100%. Yeah, we got the cord right here, man. You don't see the cord? We're connected, man. We ain't off the grid, dude. We're directly connected, Jeff. Okay, so what are some things? Gambit slot? Yeah, fuck it. Why not, right? I guess. I don't really know what I'm supposed to be looking for, but nah, it's all good, man. Yeah, they did have wireless too. Yeah, they did. Yeah, I don't know what the fucking strat is to build here. Heals. I'm just gonna increase health, right? Or increase weapons, you said? Man, no, you're making no progress in this game. Bro, we only played this game for like 4 hours so far. This is only like the third time playing this game. Maybe we'll upgrade weapons, right? Sword. I guess some armor? Bored at work guy, welcome back, man. I don't think I have any more points to level up anything else. Yeah, I don't. Okay, cool. I'm feeling better, but not 100%. I think maybe by like Saturday I'll probably feel 100%. Yes, I played some of the old Final Fantasy games online. I played 10 and I played a little bit of 11 and a little bit of 14, but not enough to really have like any strong opinions about them. I thought that they were like solid games, but I didn't have any like really strong opinions on them. Dan the Man, welcome. Yes, I was not a fan of this game at all when it came out. I'm hoping I like it now 20 years later, you know? Dan the Man, welcome, man. Thank you for joining the family, dude. Welcome to the revolution, man. All right. I guess let's go through this door, right? Stat? Huh? We're still pretty early, though, man. We're still pretty early in this game. Dan, thank you for sharing the live, man. I appreciate you. Oh, shit. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate you.
No, don't!
Damn, they just really beat that motherfucker up, dude. Oh shit. Yeah, we're big cooked, man. So does my shit still say Mario Legend of the Seven Stars? I thought I changed that already. Why is it still showing that?
Something stinks in here, all right. I've changed my mind. This is no dungeon, it's a sty.
Jeff, thank you for the follow, man.
I said you're the one that stinks, Hamshanks. Hear me now? You all right, Vaughn?
You have the Zodiac Spear? No, we're still pretty early in the game. I don't, actually. We're still pretty early, man. What is going on here? Alright, this guy's about to die. Alright, let's fucking get his ass. My stats? Dude, I'm like fucking level 5. I don't even know. My stats are not very advanced.
Huh? That's a fresh one, lad. Not faces I'd seen before. Ready?
Danny Ray Deskins, welcome, man. This was/is a great game. I do miss the fun turn-based RPGs, though. Yeah, this is definitely more digestible for me than some of the newer Final Fantasies. I do not like the newer Final Fantasies at all, but this one is still like pretty solid.
They just don't give up, do they? Now is looking like a good time for us to leave.
Yo, what happened to that fucking bunny rat? Oh, there she is. Yo, they really went to her feet, dude. They had to show the bunny rabbit feet.
Yet. There's a way out. Only
you sense the mist. Then we'll need weapons.
I love this boss fight. Those bunny ears, though. Oh, there's a boss fight right now?
Say that again. What? You couldn't hear? I merely said that a lot of you are incompetent fools. If you've the Sky Pirate in your hands, where is he?
You'd have done better, Bagamnon. By your own words, it was the Imperial Army who caught this Sky Pirate of yours. We've done your
No,
job
the first
for
one
you.
was 10.
We don't require the assistance of filthy headhunters.
So the first Final Fantasy that they had voice acting in was 10. And somehow the voice acting sound quality was better in Final Fantasy X than in this one. The sound quality in this one is not good. Spanky, this is the best Final Fantasy game of all time. Spanky, I disagree, but I'm happy that, you know, you love this one. I'm happy to hear that this is your favorite.
The Empire will restore order here.
Eh? What's that you say now? Maybe I'll wet my blade on you before I kill Balthier.
That's enough, Bagamnon.
I think 10's voice acting was overall better.
Judge?
The self-proclaimed guardians of law and order in Arcadia.
I'm not happy
They're
about
the
it, but to
elite
each
guard of House
their own, I
Solidor,
suppose.
Which effectively makes them the commanders of the Imperial Army. If you ask me,
Yo, Dan, I don't know about
more
that, man.
Executioners than judges.
Yeah, the guards sound like everyone sounds like they're talking into a cup.
What are they doing here?
Everyone's like, what are they doing here? What are they doing
The
here?
Emperor is willing to overlook race for his more talented servants. However, those that do not show respect will receive none in kind.
Your Honor.
You travel freely through our lands because the Emperor wills it. Am I correct? Where is the captain?
We have him in solitary, Your Honor. We're ready to begin our interrogation.
We're ready to begin our interrogation,
This
Your
does
Honor.
not concern you,
This
bounty
does not
hunter.
concern you, bounty hunter.
He's in here somewhere. Find him.
Watchy, that way.
What's going this way?
This made Final Fantasy games the way they are today, but at the time it was a flop because it was way ahead.
The magic's
I
finding
don't
the door to
agree.
the
I
way
think this, personally, I feel like this allowed for modern Final Fantasy games to be as bad as they are. I still think this game is much better than the modern Final Fantasies, but this kind of opened the floodgates. Good part of the game right here. This game was fun, but it had the blandest protagonist of any Final Fantasy game. It's almost like they're wearing helmets. Well, the people that aren't wearing helmets also sound like that, Sean. Gatorman, maybe it was because it was a bunch of girls playing dress up, but it seemed to sync better. It's totally the cup effect. Yeah, Ven is not a great main character so far. I
quite
definitely
strong.
like the
Too
characters
strong
around
even
him
for
better.
my tenants.
That's why we'll get them to open it for us.
How is going deeper into this
What's
place?
wrong? You don't trust her. Fiera's noses are sharp. If she says there's a way out, there's a way out.
Alright, so there's a boss fight here, you said? So I gotta fuck this guy up? Or these guys? The guy in the fucking helmet?
Look.
Ah, the prison repository of rested relics and raiments.
So our things are in here?
That's what I said.
Yeah, I think 10 definitely was the beginning, where it had some sprinklings of like what Final Fantasy was to become later in the franchise. But this game kind of allowed. This was the first game where like combat was basically you just kind of stand there and watch everybody fight. This was the first one that kind of had that and kind of allowed for that to be like okay in people's minds. That's kind of why I attributed it to this one, even though 10 did have some aspects that I didn't like. Plot to this Final Fantasy? I don't really remember. Anyone else used to earmark the Fran and Chun-Li pics in their old... Oh, yo. We getting spicy in here. Final Fantasy IX was the peak of Final Fantasy. I don't disagree. Final Fantasy IX is fantastic. Final Fantasy 7, 9, 10, 4, and 6 are my favorites. Anything after 10, I was not a fan of. And this one, I was not a fan of, especially when it came out. But I'm hoping I feel differently as an adult. But I definitely hate every Final Fantasy post. Like 13, I really don't like. 14, it's good as an MMO, but I don't like it as a Final Fantasy game. 15 is terrible, and 16 is also terrible. You have motivated me to try Final Fantasy 12 for the first time, but 7 is the peak, and you're all wrong. Yo, Officer Doofy, I'm glad to have you back, and I'm glad to have inspired you, man. 10 was really good. I love 10. 10 is in my top 5. Yes, 4 was with Cecil, whatever the fuck. Come on, zoom out. My camera just likes to zoom by itself and then won't zoom out. 3 was great. That was 6. 3 on the SNES was 6. 2 was 4, and 3 was 6 on the SNES. 12 may be the underrated Final Fantasy, even though the story is mid. Yo, Thomas, what's going on? Yeah, 16 is not enough. So I'm glad that everyone can agree that Final Fantasy 16 is dog shit. Devil May Clive, dude. Final Fantasy 16 is terrible, dude. I'm glad we can all agree that Final Fantasy 16 is fucking dog water. Because that game is fucking ass. It is literal watered down shitty Devil May Cry. Sierra Forever, but 12 plays itself. It kind of does play itself. It kind of does. People say it for a reason. There is a lot of customization, but late game. This is based off of my early assumptions, because I never beat this game when I was younger, because I kind of hated it. Late game with like the gambits, when you have them all fully set up, you're mostly probably just sitting there and managing.
There are more turnkeys than cut purses down
It's
here.
really that bad. Yo, Big Grimbowski, welcome back. Yes, I really hated 16. I really hated 16. Yes, we got the Dark Tournament back there, Jeremy. We got Yu Hakusho going on. We usually got some random anime playing back there. It's really sad. They have the tools to make an amazing Final Fantasy game, but they keep shitting the bed. Expedition 33 was the best Final Fantasy game we've got since like 10. But also they re-released Final Fantasy 12 after launch because it had issues. The new version of 12 is much better. Yeah, that's how it is in most in most turn-based RPGs. You get used to the system, and then by the end of the game, you're such a god that like it doesn't even matter. You're kind of just fucking... Dude, by the end of Expedition 33, I was one-shotting everything and doing like 15 million damage. Yo, King Mob, thank you for the follow, man. The remastered version 12 is a lot easier than the original. We're playing the original on a PS2. What just happened? Oh, I'm blind. Final Fantasy Rebirth is absolute. Yo, Rory, thank you for the follow, man. Final Fantasy Rebirth is absolutely amazing in my opinion. So I liked Rebirth for the first like 75% of the game, and then by the end I hated it. And then fucking Remake or whatever the second one was, that game fucking sucks. That game is dog shit. Yo, G Fuentes, thank you for the follow, man. Yeah, I think most turn-based RPGs, like, by the time you're late game, you're just a god. You're just a god because you figured everything out, you know? You figured out all the combat, you figured out the right fucking setup for everybody, and it's just... you kind of mastered everything, so like you're being rewarded for all of your efforts, you know, by being so OP. But sometimes it's not the greatest thing to happen because it kind of makes the ending or like certain secret bosses or whatever less impactful. It makes it less impactful. Just because you're kind of dog walk everybody, so then it's just like, yeah, like it doesn't feel as rewarding in a sense, you know? The best part about Final Fantasy VII is the worst character, Jesse already. Oh, yeah, it's, I don't know. Flippin' RC, nice. I love the party member program in this game. In Sea of Stars, you're not a god. It's great. RPG baiting it to end. Yeah, I've never played Sea of Stars. That's on the list of games to play. I've been told Final Fantasy XII is just Star Wars accurate. I don't know. Somebody else might be able to tell you more in here. Oh, shit. Balthier's dead? The fuck did you die? Okay. I played Vagrant Story on PS1, but that was like a very long time ago. I was young. I was maybe like 10 when I played that. I was very young, so I don't really recall much of it, to be quite honest. But I remember liking it. I remember the feelings that I had associated with it, and I liked it. I'm a big JRPG fan. I still think 16 story was good. Gameplay's ass. I think the story is just very derivative. That's the issue that I have with 16. The story is very derivative, and I've seen it in other mediums done in a much better way. It just feels like a rip-off shitty Game of Thrones. Sorry to harp, but I hate how when they know a game will flop, they just incorporate 7 into it. Yeah, I could see that. I see your point. Legend of Dragoon is great. Star Ocean 2. I played Star Ocean. That was on the PS2, right? Star Ocean 3. Then there's Xenogears, one of the best first halves. Yeah, Xenogears first half is like top tier, top video game of all time. 13 and 16 are both shaky, so they brought Buster Sword, Cloud Uniform, DLCs into both. Yeah, they were like, man, this game kind of sucks. Let's see how we can figure out to bring in the Final Fantasy VII fans, man. Like, this game is a lot more digestible as an adult. I have much less problems with it as an adult. But I still don't, like, love it. Star Ocean 2 was on the PS1. Got some recent amazing remakes on newer consoles. Star Ocean 3 was... Yeah, I have Star Ocean 3 on my PS2. Sorry, we got some very hot soup sitting in front of me. Oh my god. Man, I see so many Final Fantasy lives all of a sudden. I feel compelled to live my childhood again. Yeah, man, that's what we've been doing. Worldwide Revolution. What's going on, man? Did you ever play Shifters? Shifters? I don't think I've ever heard of that. I love Final Fantasy 7 and 8.
You have grown very thin.
Yeah, those are also some of my favorites as well.
Less than a shadow, less than a man. Sentenced to death, and yet you live? Why?
Oh yeah, that's that dude.
Andor. How many times must I say it?
Is that all?
Why not ask Vayne himself? Is he not one of your masters?
We've caught a leader of the insurgents. She's being brought from Rabanastre, the woman, Amalia. Who could that be? Such a faithful hound to cling so to a fallen kingdom.
Better than throwing it away.
Oh man,
Throwing
that's
it away, as you threw
a
away
silver
our
lining,
homeland.
right? That's what they call a silver lining, Officer Doofy. Yeah, man, the revolution can wait, man. The revolution's gonna be there still. But this game may not after the revolution, you know?
This the place?
The mist is flowing through this room. It must be going somewhere.
You're no Imperials. Please, you must get me out.
It's against my policy to speak with the dead, especially when they happen to be Kingslayers.
I did not kill him.
Is that so? Huh. Glad to hear it.
Please, get me out. For the sake of Dalmasca.
Dalmasca? What do you care about Dalmasca? Everything that's happened is because of you! Everyone that's died, every single one! Even my brother. You killed my brother!
Quiet. The guards will hear.
I'm dropping it.
Pirates without a sky.
Yo, Chris, what's going on, man? Yo, Worldwide Revolution, thank you for being here, brother. I appreciate you, man. Patrick, this is my first playthrough in a while. In 20 years. Yeah, man, we got bacon, egg, and cheese in here to take care of the bots.
Spare us your quiddities.
Yeah, but he's
a traitor, I know. Stay here and
I'm
fight
sure
if you
there
want.
is. There's voice actors between like 10 and this. Like a lot of the voice actors are kind of similar.
If you can walk, let's go.
You're taking him with us?
We could use another sword arm.
And you have it.
"12, 14, and 16 are in the same world." I think so. I think so. What time is it right now? Oh, we are actually over time. We are actually over time. So, we will be back. We will be playing. We're going to save right here. This is the perfect time to stop it because it feels like a boss fight is coming up. But this is the perfect time to call it a stream. Lexicon, thank you for the follow. We will be back tomorrow. Same time, same place. 5:30 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. We will be here tomorrow to continue our playthrough. Let's do some shout-outs for everyone that was here. Pickled Pecan, thank you for being here. Yeah, I'm enjoying it so much, man. I'm enjoying it so much. I couldn't stop. Eric Munchrath, maybe I should give this game another try. I played a few hours and got bored. Yeah, I think you should always... I played this game 20 years ago and I hated it. So I'm playing it again to see if I feel differently, you know? Shout out to the boy Jeff Thomas. He's been here for a while. Shout out to Isaac Marion for being here. Shout out to the boy Chris. Best Final Fantasy ever, right? Shout out to Bacon, Egg, and Cheese.
Bing bang.
Shout out to Xenix. Shout out to Officer Doofy.
We the best music.
Shout out to G Fuentes.
That's the sound of the police. That's the sound of the beast.
Shout out to Officer Doofy. Shout out to... We had a lot of people here today, man. It's getting hard to start shouting out everyone individually, man. But we will do one big shout out for everybody that was here today, everybody that followed, everyone that continues to pull up, hang out, shoot the shit, crack jokes, engage, reminisce, all of that good stuff. I appreciate everyone that continues to pull up whenever we go live and just hang out and vibe out, and you know, have some good conversations, man, and just keep them going with myself and everybody. Tavini is still here. Shout out to the boy Tavini and welcome back, man. It's been a minute. Welcome back, brother. Glad to have you back into the fold, man. But again, shout out to everyone that continues to pull up, hang out, shoot the shit, and just engage whenever we go live and help build this community that we're building here together, man. I appreciate all you guys for continuing to support and just show up whenever we press that start streaming button, man. Again, here's one more shout out for everybody. But hopefully we feel a little bit better tomorrow as well. And our voice sounds pretty close to normal. But again, we will be live tomorrow, 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. We will also not be streaming on Sunday, so that means that we may stream on Saturday. We may have a surprise Saturday stream. So we'll see. Maybe a surprise Saturday stream for a couple hours. Because we have some things to do on Sunday, so we're not going to be able to make it on Sunday. But then we are back to our regularly scheduled programming. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week is all 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then next Sunday is 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. But until then, until tomorrow, 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I hope everybody has a lovely night. Thank you all for being here, man. I will see you guys tomorrow. You know what time it is, y'all. Stay bold, stay beautiful, and stay blessed. Cue the outro music.
Y'all gon' make me lose my mind. Up in here, up in here. Y'all gon' make me lose my cool. Up in here, up in here.
Peace out, y'all. Love y'all. See y'all tomorrow. Everybody enjoy the rest of your night.
I mean, really. You're kind of weak.
I was programmed to kill your ass, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. You hear?
I don't care if she's a girl or a baby or somebody's grandmother. I'll still knock her out.
Free will. Pitiful humans. War, segregation, hatred. Is that what you've done with your free will, boy?
I remember you from yesterday.
I had a feeling that I should have taken care of you right then. The art of swordsmanship is learning how to kill. That is the truth.
I'm destined to destroy you.
That's impossible! How could this be happening?
Mentally, he's impossible to beat. He thinks of every conceivable advantage. I've never seen a power quite like his before. It's radical. The world doesn't work that way. There are times when you have to agree with people, even when you think they're wrong. Or do something, even though you think it's crazy.
What a load of horse piss.
What's that?
Hey, you can make all the excuses you want, but you're the one who decided how to live your life.
Logic is an enemy of truth is unknown.